guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to play Townscaper today on my iPad. If you haven't tried this game already, you're gonna love it if you like building sim games. This is a castle that I built last time, and I'm gonna add to this a giant moat. And what you do, I can't really explain the game to you, but you have to just download it and start vibing with it. You'll like it a lot. So with this moat thing, we're going to have a bridge. There. And at the end of the bridge, there'll be a tower. Now, you can use your fingers to scroll and pull in and out. Now we're going to do an aerials, and we're going to go over here to the gearbox and turn our grid on so we can see where our moat is going to be. And I think our moat is going to have to start right here. So we're going to just lay down this kind of brick path. I didn't like that. I think we'll do... Yeah, we're going to go pretty far. We want it to be a big moat, don't we? Of course we do. Why have a moat if we're not going to go big? What did Madonna say? Go big or go home? All right. Actually, I'm going to put a turret there, kind of a tower. Because even though this is a rather grand castle, it needs fortification. Of course it does. And I really like this design. If you haven't seen the Blue Castle build, definitely look at it on my playlist. Now with this channel, by the way, I'm Drew, if you haven't noticed, and Drew does building games, mostly Townscaper, and I'll tell you why. I need zen in my life. Chill. And these kind of sandbox games, just do it for me. I don't know what it is. It's peaceful, it's calming, it's exact, it's just all kinds of cool things. Things that you want when you're trying to meditate or chill or relax. I think we're going to leave that like that. But we're going to make it a little bigger there. With a moat, I might make a little entrance or a little boat entrance. Now, we're going to tilt this back up and see what... Ooh, I like this. I wonder if you like it too. Oops. There's an undo button. Now, I'm using a stylus, my Apple Pen, on my screen, but you can use your fingers. Undo. I just find it more satisfying with my pen. Now over here, we have a big moat. That's nice. And on this side over here, we're going to put a tower. But we're going to do something fun. We're going to do blue, white, blue, white, blue, white. And what happens when you alternate the colors on building these towers, they turn it into a kind of a lighthouse. And we're going to put a little tip on it like that. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a blue in the middle and then a white on the top to turn it into one of those. I wanted that middle section. It's kind of where the guards kind of chill and look out and stuff. And then there's a lighthouse at the top. And of course, we need fortification. So what I'm going to do is go back to the blue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build kind of a structure like this. I'm going to take that bottom one out. And now I'm going to build onto that all the way around. so that there's kind of a deck below for people walking. And then there's a little bit of housing up on top. Occasionally, we're going to have some support like that. And there's a little doorway to go through. Fortifying this castle is muy importante. Well, because the princess lives there, doesn't she? There. This is really satisfying. I'll tell you another thing about Townscaper. You don't have to buy anything or finish any goals or tackle any tasks. It's just the term we use in sim games called sandbox, where pretty much you can build whatever you want. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about anything. Just build and enjoy yourself. Ooh, I like how that ends right there, don't you? What we're going to do in the spot right here is going to put a tower too. Dink. One of those. I like how that looked. Now in here, this is a way for, what we'll do is we're going to build up and then take it out and then connect them. And what might happen underneath there, let's put one on there. I'm trying to make a hook. I'm not being successful with my hooking. That was not what we wanted to do, is it? Okay, we're going to go back. Now you can just press on something and it disappears. It's kind of cool. I don't know what we're going to do with that section. I haven't decided yet. But this needs support. It really, really does. So we're going to have to make a support in there. In fact, this end one, I'm not quite sure how I want this to look at the end of this. I think that's how I want it to look. So we can take this one out. Now, we're going to put one here and connect it like that. Should be some cool shape. It's going to be a little area where you can bring your boats in. But don't get it twisted. You can bring your boats in here. But we're the bosses. We're watching you. That's kind of what the guards are saying. I like that. There's stairs going up into it. I'm going to finish that off and make it an arch. I like the arch better than the metal. Cool. All right, so there's our moat. Now what happened was, over here on this side, I'm going to finish it up. We definitely want to have... No, you know what? I like the pathway. What do you think? Half of it is barracks over on the other side and pathway on this side. So the people are just kind of walking around on this side. But I'm not cray-cray about this. It doesn't look finished to me. So we're going to finish it. That does look a little better. It looks formidable. Yeah, and on this side over here, I don't mind being just pathway. Creating a moat around this, even though it's at sea, in my imagination, of course this is my game, I can do what I want, but you can imagine along with me, even though these Townscaper builds happen out at sea or a body of water, I can imagine that if I wanted to spend the time, I could fill all this in and make land. In fact, I might do that at a later date. Just fill it all in. It would take a while, and I would do it off camera, and I would come back and say, huzzah! And what I could do is, because there's a moat there around that castle, I could put little dwellings out here. Of course, they wouldn't be ordinary dwellings. They would be little shanty houses. And they would have different styles, and not all of them would be, expensive dwellings. Some of them would be just little cheap little houses where the rabble live, as they do. I think what I might do is fill that all in. And, of course, these people, some of them actually work in the castle. So they're not bad guys. They just don't have a lot of money. And I don't like those stairs. They're not. This isn't the fishing village. I'm going to put, probably what I'm going to do is put garden areas around and little parks and stuff. I'll show you what I mean. If you hear a tapping, it's the pen. But if I were to do this with my pencil or with my finger, I don't think you'd hear any tapping. I want to see what a garden looks like when I put it in here. There, isn't that nice? There's a little garden in there. And I'll do that all the way around the perimeter of the moat path. And fit it in. Some areas will be fishing, of course. And I think I'll do it in this kind of drab vibe. Not crazy about how close those are there. What do you think? Townscaper. Have a look. Download it. I played on my phone too. Now you can't get elaborate with your phone, but on your iPad, you can get quite detailed. You can also play this on xBox, on your PC. I don't know if it's available in Mac format. I don't have a Mac. Good grief, what's that? Oh, it was the top of that little tower there. So what do you think? Okay, so that's the moat. That's part one. We'll come back and I'll build land all the way around the perimeter of this guard shack, and then a little bay for the boats to come in, whether this is on a river or sea or lake or ocean, I don't know. But we'll come back to it next time. I hope you liked this video. Check out Townscaper on any device you have. It's not free, but the value is astronomically incredible. I can't press enough how nice and fun a Zen building game is, if only just to relax you, calm you down. Earlier this morning, somebody outside had a leaf blower. It's one of the things I hate most of all. Hate is a bad word. I don't like hate. I dislike them. They turn me inside out. How else could I say it? So after hearing that and having it disrupt my body and mind, I needed something Zen. So when they were finished, I came in here and started building on this castle. And it calmed me right down. In an instant, you're having fun and you're relaxed. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Click like if you liked it. Comment if you want to. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.